guys, so welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a Q&A video. So I sent out a notification on Snapchat and Facebook and Twitter and Instagram saying that I was going to be doing a Snapchat Q&A. So you guys had to send me your Snapchat questions. So it looks like we have some Snapchat written questions, some Snapchat videos, and some Snapchat photos. So this will be interesting. Okay, so this one is from Doris. What is a good moisturizer for acne-prone skin? So everybody's skin is going to be a little bit different. Your skin will need certain things, my skin will need other things. Some good things to look for in a moisturizer for acne-prone skin is antioxidants. This is usually in the form of fruit extracts or vegetable extracts in a product. It might be something like green tea, it might be something like coffee, it might be something like a zinc. And it will also depend on what the root problem of your acne is. So say that your acne is a bacterial problem. In this case, a moisturizer with a treated product in it, something that attacks bacteria like tea tree oil or benzoyl peroxide, is going to be ideal for your skin. Whereas if your skin is less prone to bacteria and more prone to like skin buildup, a salicylic acid might be a good idea. Overall, a good moisturizer is obviously going to moisturize, have antioxidants, and have some kind of a treatment option in it. There are a million moisturizers you can try. Some good ones are Madre Labs Camellia Care Green Tea Moisturizer. I really love that one. Acure has a lot of great moisturizers. I'm going to link some down below. Some moisturizers I personally have tried and recommend for acne-prone skin, so I hope that helps. Okay, so the next one is from Andrea Thomas.
How do you feel Candida plays a role in acne? I'm hearing the problem isn't necessarily sugar, it's a high-fat diet on a high-sugar diet.
Okay, so diet is kind of a loaded question when it comes to acne. Candida is a yeast that almost all of us carry on our skin and in our digestive tract. So while Candida itself is actually quite harmless, it can get out of control and overwhelm the digestive system, because toxins produced by the Candida can actually corrode the gut wall. When it corrodes the gut wall, it leads to something called leaky gut syndrome. The yeast can then leak into the bloodstream and spread throughout the entire body, and this is called systemic Candida infection. The problem is that systemic Candida infection only occurs in people who are very immunocompromised, such as people with HIV or people undergoing chemotherapy. And systemic Candida actually has a mortality rate around 50%. Some people will claim that there's actually a milder form of Candida infection that can result in health problems. But contrary to this idea, there have been several studies that have reviewed this. One study says the indications most closely linked to Candida colonization are irritable bowel syndrome and certain allergic reactions, although no association has been proven. There is no interventional evidence for the existence of a general and clinically demonstrable Candida hypersensitivity syndrome. This doesn't necessarily mean that Candida can't affect acne. Studies have shown that people with acne actually have a higher rate of Candida growth. We've already established a clear link between gut health and skin health, and so the fact that Candida is present and can aggravate gut health may manifest on the skin. And as you stated, the sugar and fat are two of the things people tend to circulate around when it comes to Candida. A high sugar diet, high glycemic load diet can affect your gut health, and your gut health can have an impact on your skin. And it's actually a high sugar diet that can promote this problem. So avoiding high glycemic foods like pastries and dairy and stuff like that may actually be helpful. Whereas a low-fat diet could actually hinder your skin progress because of how fat in the diet affects our endocrine system. Fat is so crucial in our diet, especially being a young female. Fat is going to be so crucial for your endocrine function, and when you start cutting fat out of your diet, you start throwing off that hormonal balance. Regardless, if you think Candida is at the root of your acne, there are simple tests and simple treatments, antifungal treatments, that you can get from your doctor that are easy. They should diagnose you no problem if that's at the root of your acne. So the next one is from Jacqueline. Yes or no, lemon on face for acne scars and pimples? Long story short, No. Lemon should not be used on your face. Lemon as an ingredient? Maybe. The bottom line is that lemon is highly acidic and it can damage the acid mantle on your skin. The lemon can actually lighten acne scars, but this is generally only because lemon, when you put it on your skin and you go outside and it reacts with the sun, will lighten your skin. And this is not a good way to get rid of acne scars, especially not acne-prone skin. Acne-prone skin is already damaged. You don't want to be doing any more damage to it. There are gentler ways to get rid of acne, and there are gentler ways to get rid of acne scars. So, no to lemon on the face, especially lemon in full concentration. If you're just rubbing a lemon on your face, absolutely not. If lemon is in the ingredients list of a product, it will depend on the product and it will depend on the concentration of the lemon. The next one is from Karina. Being vegan, what do you feed pets? Ooh, good question. Okay, let's all bring the logic in. Bring it in. All of it. Bring it in. Bring it in. Bring it in. I have 1 cat and 3 dogs. When it comes to pets like hamsters and bunnies and stuff like that, obviously you feed them vegetables. That's what they eat. That's what they're meant to eat, right? Obviously when you have parrots and birds, you feed them bird seeds and you feed them things they're supposed to eat. So when it comes to my cat and my dogs, I love them. I want them to be healthy. I want them to be happy and I want them to thrive. So obviously I'm going to feed them what they're meant to eat. Cats are something called obligate carnivores. That means that it is biologically 100% necessary for cats to eat meat. Some people will say that, oh, it's okay if you feed your cat vegetables if you supplement with taurine. To me, that seems like a stretch. I am not about to make an ethical decision for a different species. I'm not going to tell my cat that she cannot eat what she needs to eat to thrive and to live. Veganism is an ethical choice that only an adult human or somebody with the capacity to reason like an adult human can make. A cat cannot choose to be a vegan. Personally, I cannot find a reason to feed my cat something she has no need for at all. I'm a vegan for myself. I am removing myself from something that is not necessary. While I do not need to eat from Kingdom Animalia because I am not an obligate carnivore, my cat does. To me, it seems unethical to feed an obligate carnivore a vegan diet. When it comes to dogs, the lines are a little bit more blurry. Dogs are related to wolves, which are carnivores. Dogs are not obligate carnivores in the sense that like their diet has been shown to be supplemental with things like berries, but it's not a very large part of their diet. Again, wild dogs can thrive eating an omnivorous diet, and some animals thrive eating, or some dogs thrive eating a vegan diet. Is that what they should be eating? So the moral of the story is, I think you should feed your animals, your pets, your furry companions, your loved 4-legged critters, what they should be eating. That is the vegan thing to do. So with that being said, what do I feed my animals? I think it goes without saying that I feed my cat a meat diet. One of my dogs has severe skin allergies. We've gone through a lot of allergy testing and we tried her on a vegan diet, we tried her on raw meat diets, we tried her on everything, and we think we finally found a diet that works for her. And so if a vegan diet proved beneficial for my dog, I would have kept her on a vegan diet because she's allergic to so many different things that if a vegan diet worked, I would have used that as an opportunity to help her thrive. The next question is from Kelsey. The majority of my pimples are gone. How do I get rid of my scars in the cheapest way possible? I would go with Life Flow's Rosehip Seed Oil, which I will link in the description below. It's the cheapest option. It's very effective. It's just something that you have to give a little bit of time to work. Kelsey also asked, do you have any recipes for a good, simple vegan dessert like brownies? I will share a recipe in the description below. Thanks for asking, Kelsey. The next question comes from a name I'm not going to try to pronounce. How long did it take for you to clear your acne? Taking everything into consideration aside from the acne scars, from the beginning of my journey to the time when I felt like my skin was clear, about 2 years. This involved a time when I was bouncing back and forth between products and my skin was getting better, it was getting worse, it was getting better, it was getting worse. And so from the time when I think I finally started making proper positive changes, it was probably about a year. This next one is a video question from Jess.
Hey there, I was just wondering what you recommend for bringing down redness and irritation. Thanks.
Redness and irritation is obviously caused by inflammation, and so bringing down redness and irritation would require lessening the inflammation. So your two best options in this circumstance are going to be anti-inflammatory agents and antioxidants. So things like tea tree oil are anti-inflammatory, things like aloe vera, things like oatmeal. I've got some oatmeal masks, or an oatmeal mask on one of my videos. So you're going to want to look for anti-inflammatory agents like that, but again, the antioxidants, because antioxidants fight free radical damage and they're going to help with that redness and irritation as well. So if you're looking for like a moisturizer that is going to fight redness and inflammation, then I'll link some of those down below again with the Acne Moisturizers. But also if you're looking for a mask or something quick to do, aloe vera, oatmeal, chocolate, green tea, those kinds of things are going to do wonders for inflammation and irritation. This next question is from Rima. How do you get rid of an active acne quickly? Sometimes doing something quickly, you might actually be doing damage to your skin in the process. So I mean, it really just depends on how bad you really need that pimple gone. Popping should be the last resort. Like I'm talking wedding day, huge pimple that's pustuling all over your face that you need gone, last resort. My quickest remedy to get rid of a pimple is tea tree oil. It's super cheap and it is so effective. Whenever I notice a pimple popping up, I just dab a little bit on it, say before bed, and then I let it dry and then I put my moisturizer on. Just a couple of days using tea tree oil as a spot treatment. Again, using it diluted and only using it 1 to 2 times a day max is going to get rid of those pimples super fast. The last one I'm going to answer today is from Evie. It's a question. What do you think about coconut oil? I've heard it causes a purge. I've written about this before. Your skin doesn't purge. Your skin can already have active acne laying dormant under the surface that you can't see. And sometimes products can bring that out by bringing something like bacteria up. That's kind of what people might mean when they say a purge. However, coconut oil is kind of a hit or miss with people. You either love it or you hate it. This is because coconut oil can be a very good moisturizer, but it also tends to be quite comedogenic. Now, comedogenic doesn't really mean anything. It just means that it might be more likely to break you out than, say, a different oil. There have been people who have used coconut oil and they say it has cleared their skin completely. And then there's people who use coconut oil and say that it made them break out in cystic acne. But if you're trying it and you notice your skin is breaking out more and this lasts more than a week, stop using it. For some people, it might take a couple of weeks. They may use it and it seems like it's working, and then all of a sudden they start getting more breakouts. Again, it can take a couple of weeks, it could take a couple of days. It depends on your skin, it depends on how you're using it. But if you're noticing breakouts that are increasingly larger, there's more of them, or they're in unusual places, it's probably the new product you're using. And if it's the coconut oil, you gotta give it the boot. This was fun. Thank you guys so much for your questions. This was super exciting. I'm sorry I didn't get to everybody today. It's about 3,000 degrees in here and I'm dying of sweat right now. So if you guys have any interest in me doing another Q&A, let me know in the comments below and I will definitely do another one in the future. Again, if I didn't get to your question, I'm so sorry. You can, leave it below and I can hopefully get to that. You can check out my blog. It's at Veganacnesufferers.com, where my ebook is also. You can check me out at all my social media, which I'm going to link below. Anything I talked about in the video, I'll link below as well. And you guys can check that out. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching. And as always, don't forget to love yourself every step of the way.